Good morning. Welcome to the Millionaire Book Club. My name is Pearlie Hunter. Side effects that's happening with me every single morning do include personal development, mindset transformations, paradigm shifts, and the ability to think your way to success. So I'm super blessed this morning, super grateful. It's August 2nd, a brand new month, the beginning of the month, new goals to be set. Drop me something that you're grateful for in the chat, no matter if you're watching this live or if you go back and watch the replay. Drop me something that you're grateful for. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my children, my spouse, my parents. I'm grateful for my soul family who show up for me every single day. I'm grateful for my extended family. I'm grateful for love. I'm grateful for light. I'm grateful for happiness. I'm grateful for joy. I'm grateful for peace of mind. I'm grateful for discipline. I'm grateful for consistency. I'm grateful for everything and everyone, every experience that I have. I'm grateful for this journey that we are on. I am grateful. Okay. So Barb said, I am so grateful to God for my husband. We had a scare. He had blood clots, large blood clots on his lungs and two of his legs. Wow, Queen. And I am so grateful that God brought him through. Me too. Thank you, God. I'm grateful for his life. I'm grateful for my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren. I am grateful to God for life. Hallelujah. I'm grateful, and I'm so grateful for the book club. I'm grateful for you, Clean. I'm grateful that you're feeling better. Yes, I'm feeling so much better than I did yesterday, 2 days ago. I only took one pill of I took two pills. I took some Advil for a headache, and then I took this other pill. It was like Benadryl and all of that stuff to like dry you up. But yes, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. What did y'all think about the pre-recorded read on Friday? I see y'all comments. Thank y'all for watching. I thought it was great, right? A meditation about visualizing. We do that already. We learned that in The Power of Awareness and Awaken Imagination. The benefit and the power of literally going inside your mind, like, and making that your creative space, right? Even though you can't see it here, right? With these two eyes, you can go inside and see it with this eye, right? So using that as your creative space. I loved the visualization meditation exercise that Jay Shetty told us about. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the daily word read. It's August 2nd. How so fast? How is everything going so fast, y'all? These kids about to be going back to school soon. Summer break was like so quick. Okay. So August 2nd, Monday, the word of the day is love. Okay. I generously share the love in my heart. I am connected with the dear ones in my life by invisible threads of love. Whether my loved ones are near or far away, just thinking about them fills me with an uplifting feeling of spiritual well-being and union and strengthens our connection, no matter how many miles separate us. As I concentrate on the love within me, I feel deep fulfillment that inspires me to share my love with a generous heart. Love is the energizing force behind all prayer, service, and kindness. I place my whole heart into my prayers, into the help I offer, and into my kind words and deeds. They go forth to do a mighty work. With assurance and grace, I am inspired by God to be love's perfect instrument. Above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. Colossians 3:14. Okay? 3:14, love. I love you. I love you. I love everything about you. Okay? I'm grateful. So let's pull a card. Okay? Let's pull a card. Let's stay in the love frequency. Love is the best and highest frequency to be on. Love is the frequency that is preferred over the frequency of fear. Okay? If you are on the frequency of fear, you can be easily controlled. You can be manipulated. But when you are on a frequency of love, you are clear. Everything is bliss. Everything is happiness. Okay. So let's see. Let's pull us a card. These birds is out here today. Maybe because I got the windows open, I can see it. I can hear it. Oh, Lord. Okay, that's our card. So Crystal said, I am grateful that I am growing. I am grateful for God, Holy Spirit, and Jesus. I am grateful for my babies, parents, sisters, brothers, friends, family, soul family, brothers, and sisters. Amen. I'm grateful for you, Queen. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Okay. So we have a don't make assumptions and a always do your best. Let your life be transformed. Let your life be transformed. Okay. This is beautiful. Right? What stage are we in? You know? Let your life be transformed. Everybody might be in different stages. That's okay. Okay. When you stop making assumptions, your word becomes impeccable and your life is completely transformed. Magic just happens in your life. What you need comes to you easily because spirit moves freely through you. Okay. I love that. Because spirit moves freely through you. I allow spirit to freely move through me. Right? I allow the spirit to freely move through me. Always do your best. Stay in the present moment. Some more beautiful nature. Stay in the present moment. Keep your attention on today and stay in the present moment. This is the beginning of a new understanding, a new dream. Woo-hoo. Okay, so always do your best today. Don't make assumptions today. If you don't focus on nothing else, focus on that. Doing everything to the best of your ability and not assuming, not getting into word spells, right? Negative word spells with people or mind, negative thoughts just because you assuming things that are not necessarily true. All right, let's get the read started. Yes. Yep. Let's get the read going. Okay, so chapter 9 is gratitude, y'all. Chapter 9 is gratitude. And honestly, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful because this book, it's been taking us a while to get through it, but we are about to be finished with this book. I want to say probably this week, actually. So tomorrow I'll have the new book that we're going to start, our 10th book that we're going to start after this book. I'll let you guys know what it is, what I'm thinking. Maybe let y'all help me pick exactly which one we going to do. But yes, this chapter 9, it's 11 chapters in this book. Okay, so let's get started. If I say something that resonates with you, drop an MOC in the chat. MOC means moment of clarity. It's my way to connect with you guys, to know that you're taking value, you learning something. This is meaningful for you, and you're gaining new ideas to think from. So let's go. We start on page 205, chapter 9, gratitude, the world's most powerful drug. Appreciate everything, even the ordinary, especially the ordinary. Once we have trained the mind to look inward, we are ready to look outward at how we interact with others in the world. Today, it is common to talk about amplifying gratitude in our lives. We are all blessed, but attaching a hashtag to a moment is different from digging to the root of all we've been given and bringing true intentional gratitude to our lives every day. Benedictine monk Brother David Steindl-Rast defines gratitude as the feeling of appreciation that comes when you recognize that something is valuable to you, which has nothing to do with its monetary worth. Words from a friend, a kind gesture, an opportunity, a lesson, a new pillow, a loved one's return to health, Barb. The memory of a blissful moment, a box of vegan chocolates, hint, hint. When you start your day with gratitude, you'll be open to opportunities, not obstacles. You'll be drawn to creativity, not complaint. You will find fresh ways to grow rather than succumbing to negative thoughts that only shrink your options. In this chapter, we're going to expand our awareness of gratitude and why it's good for you. Then we'll practice finding reasons to be grateful every day. We'll learn when and how to express gratitude for both small gifts and those that have mattered most. Gratitude is good for you. It's hard to believe that thankfulness could actually have measurable benefits, but the science is there. Gratitude has been linked to better mental health, self awareness, better relationships, and a sense of fulfillment. One way scientists have measured the benefits of gratitude was to ask two groups of people to keep journals during the day. The first group was asked to record things for which they felt grateful, and the second was asked to record times they felt hassled or irritated. The gratitude group reported lower stress levels at the end of the day. In another study, college students who complained that their minds were filled with racing thoughts and worries were told to spend 15 minutes before bed listing things for which they were grateful. Gratitude journaling reduced intrusive thoughts and helped participants sleep better. So try this. Keep a gratitude journal. Every night, spend 5 minutes writing down things you are grateful for. If you want to conduct your own experiment, spend the week before you start writing down how much sleep you get. The following week, keep a gratitude journal, and in the morning, write down how much sleep you got. Any improvement? Okay, so I actually don't have any issues falling asleep. Like, I fall asleep really fast, really easily. All I got to do is let my head hit the pillow, and then I can like go there, right? And you know what? A lot of times what I'm doing is what we learned in the last book we read, in Awakened Imagination, how he basically said, when you land there right before you go to bed, to try to replay your whole day from the last thing you did to the first thing you did. That's normally what I'm doing. I think that's how I fall asleep quick, because I'm literally sitting there thinking about what I just did right before I got into bed, what I did. You know what I'm saying? And then take it back all the way to the morning when I first woke up. Gratitude and the mind. When the monkey mind, which amplifies negativity, tries to convince us that we're useless and worthless, the more reasonable monk mind counters by pointing out that others have given us their time, energy, and love. They have made efforts on our behalf. Gratitude for their kindness is entwined with self-esteem, because if we are worthless, then that would make their generosity towards us worthless too. Gratitude also helps us overcome the bitterness and pain that we all carry with us. Try feeling jealous and grateful simultaneously. Hard to imagine, right? When you're present in gratitude, you can't be anywhere else. According to UCLA neuroscientist Alex Cord, we truly can't focus on positive and negative feelings at the same time. When we feel grateful, our brains release dopamine, the reward chemical, which makes us want to feel that way again. And we begin to make gratitude a habit. Says Cord, once you start seeing things to be grateful for, your brain starts looking for more things to be grateful for. It's a virtuous cycle, right? I like how he said virtuous cycle, because a lot of times people say it's a vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying? Vicious is real negative. It's a virtuous cycle. For years, researchers have shown that gratitude plays a major role in overcoming real trauma. A study published in 2006 found that Vietnam War veterans with high levels of gratitude experienced lower rates of post-traumatic stress disorder. If you've been through a breakup, if you've lost a loved one, if anything has hit you hard emotionally, gratitude is the answer. Gratitude has benefits not just for the mind, but for the physical body. The toxic emotions that gratitude blocks contribute to widespread inflammation, which is a precursor to loads of chronic illnesses, including heart disease. Studies show that grateful people not only feel healthier, they're also more likely to take part in healthy activities and seek care when they're ill. The health benefits of gratitude are so extensive that Dr. P. Murali Doraiswamy, head of the Division of Biologic Psychology at Duke University Medical Center, told ABC News, if thankfulness were a drug, it would be the world's best-selling product with a health maintenance indication for every major organ system, sorry. Everyday gratitude. Okay? So for gratitude to have that many health benefits, I'm grateful that we are so grateful every single day, right? That's probably how my health is snapping back so quickly. Because I'm grateful, even for every good thing must be tested, right? So I know I'm good. I had to catch a little cold or something because I had to be tested, right? And I'm grateful for it. Okay. Everyday gratitude. If gratitude is good for you, then more gratitude must be better for you. So let's talk about how to increase the gratitude in our daily lives. Monks try to be grateful for everything all the time. As the Sutta Pitaka, part of the Buddhist canon, advises monks, you should train yourselves thus. We will be grateful and thankful, and we will not overlook even the least favor done to us. Okay? One of my most memorable lessons in gratitude came days after I arrived at the ashram. A senior monk asked us new arrivals to write about an experience that we believe we didn't deserve. There is silence as we scribble in our notebooks. I pick an episode from my teenage years when one of my best friends betrayed me. After about 15 minutes, we share what we've written. One novice describes the painful premature death of his sister. Others have written about accidents or injuries. Some discuss lost loved ones. When we're done, our teacher tells us that the experiences we have picked are all valid. But he points out the fact that all of us have selected negative scenarios. Not one of us has written about a wonderful thing that came to us by good fortune or kindness rather than through our own efforts. A wonderful thing that we didn't deserve. We're in the habit of thinking that we don't deserve misfortune, but that we do deserve whatever blessings have come our way. Now the class takes the time to consider our good fortune. The luck of being born into a family with the resources to care for us. People who have invested more in us than we have invested in ourselves. Opportunities that have made a difference in our lives. We so easily miss the chance to recognize what has been given to us, to feel and express gratitude. This exercise transported me to the first time I felt grateful for the life I had, till then taken for granted. I first visited India with my parents when I was around 9 years old. In a taxi on our way back to the hotel, we stopped at a red light. Out the window, I saw the legs of a girl, probably the same age as me. The rest of her was bent over, deep into a trash can. It looked like she was trying to find something, most likely food. When she stood up, I realized with shock that she didn't have hands. I really wanted to help her somehow, but I looked on helplessly as our car pulled away. She noticed my gaze and smiled, so I smiled back. That was all I could do. Back at the hotel, I was feeling pretty low about the girl I'd seen. I wished I'd taken action. I thought back to my community in London. So many of us had Christmas lists and birthday parties and hobbies, while there were kids out there just trying to survive. It was an awakening of sorts. My family went to the hotel restaurant for lunch, and I overheard another child complaining that there was nothing he liked on the menu. I was appalled. Here we were with our choice of meals, and the girl I had seen had only a trash can for a menu. I probably couldn't have articulated it then, but that day I gleaned how much had been given to me. The biggest difference between me and that girl was where and to whom we had been born. My father, in fact, had worked his way out of the slums in Pune, not far from Mumbai. I was the product of immense hard work and sacrifice. In the ashram, I began my gratitude practice by returning to the awareness I started to feel at 9 years old and feeling grateful for what was already mine. My life and health, my ease and safety, and the confidence that I would continue to be fed and sheltered and loved. All of it was a gift. In order to take that appreciation for the gifts of the universe and turn it into a habit, monks begin every day by giving thanks. Literally, when we wake up on our mats, we flip over to our fronts and pay respect to the earth, taking a moment to give thanks for what it gives us, for the light to see, the ground to walk on, the air to breathe. Okay? So try this. Well, hold on. Let me read this last part, then we do the try this. Okay? Ancient timeless gratitude practices have arisen all around the world. Among Native Americans, traditions of Thanksgiving abound. In one ritual observance described by Buddhist scholar and environmental activist Joanna Macy, Onondaga, children gather for a daily morning assembly to start their school day with an offering of gratitude. A teacher begins, "Let us gather our minds as one and give thanks to our eldest brother, the sun, who rises each day to bring light so we can see each other's faces, and warmth for the seeds to grow." Similarly, the Mohawk people say a prayer which offers gratitude for people, earth, mother, the waters, the fish, the plants, the food plants, the medicine herbs, the animals, the trees, the birds, the four winds, grandfather thunder, eldest brother the sun, grandmother moon, the stars, the enlightened teachers, and the creator. Imagine what the world might be like if we all started our day giving thanks for the most basic and essential gifts of life all around us. Okay? I know what I'm adding to my daily. I'm already grateful for nature, but I like how he broke it down real specific, right? Thank you to the sun. Thank you to the moon, right? Thank you to the stars, to the trees, all of the things that have existed way before we got here, and all of the things that will remain here when we are no longer in existence here. Okay? Try this. Everyday gratitude practices. Morning gratitude. Let me guess. The first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is check your phone. Now, I know we don't because we've been trained otherwise, but most people, the masses, that's the first thing they do, right? Roll over and grab their phone. Maybe it seems like an easy, low-impact way to get your brain moving. But as we've discussed, it doesn't start the day on the right note. Try this. It will only take a minute. If you're so tired that you're in danger of falling back asleep, then make sure you've set a snooze alarm. Take a moment right there in bed, flip over onto your belly, put your hands in prayer, and bow your head. Take this moment to think of whatever is good in your life, the air and light that uplift you, the people who love you, the coffee that awaits you. Meal gratitude. 1 in every 9 people on earth do not have enough food to eat every day. That's nearly 800 million people. Choose one meal of the day and commit to taking a moment before you dig in to give thanks for the food. Take inspiration from Native American prayers or make up your own. If you have a family, take turns offering thanks. Sorry, y'all. Try this. Gratitude meditations. To access gratitude anytime at will, I recommend the following meditations. Sorry, y'all. Om Namo Bhagavat Vasudevaya. In the ashram, we chanted this mantra discussed on page 273. before reading spiritual texts as a reminder to feel grateful for those who help those scriptures exist. We can use this chart in a similar way to feel grateful for the teachers and sages who have brought us insight and guidance. I am grateful for. After sitting, relaxing, and doing breath work, repeat, I am grateful for. Completing the phrase with as many things as you can, this exercise immediately refocuses you. If possible, try to reframe negativities that spring to mind by finding elements of them for which you are grateful. You can also do this in a journal or as a voice note to keep as a reminder if these negative thoughts return. Okay, then a joy visualization. During meditation, take yourself to a time and place where you experience joy. Allow that feeling of joy to re-enter you. You will carry it with you when you finish the meditation. Okay? The practice of gratitude. Making gratitude part of your daily routine is the easy part. But here's my ask, and it's not small. I want you to be grateful in all times and circumstances. Even if your life isn't perfect, build your gratitude like a muscle. If you train it now, it will only strengthen over time. Gratitude is how we transform what Zen master Roshi Joan Halifax calls the mind of poverty. She explains that this mindset has nothing to do with material poverty. When we are caught in the mind of poverty, we focus on what we are lacking, right? That's that scarcity mindset. We feel we don't deserve love, and we ignore all love that has been given. The conscious practice of gratitude is the way out of the poverty mentality that erodes our gratitude, and with it, our integrity. Brian Action exemplifies this conscious practice of gratitude. He had worked at Yahoo for 11 years when he applied for a job at Twitter, but even though he was quite good at what he did, he was rejected. When he received the news, he tweeted, "Got denied by Twitter HQ. That's okay. Would have been a long commute." He next applied for a job at Facebook. Soon after, he tweeted, "Facebook turned me down." It was a great opportunity to connect with some fantastic people. Looking forward to life's next adventure. He didn't hesitate to post his failures on social media and never expressed anything but gratitude for the opportunities. After these setbacks, he ended up working on an app in his personal time. 5 years later, Facebook bought WhatsApp, the app Brian Acton co-founded for $19 billion. Okay? So, when I think about that, why did God keep, it probably felt like doors was being closed, right? He was coming to these doors or they wasn't being open for him. He was applying to these jobs. He was qualified for the jobs, Facebook, Twitter, these big known companies, right? And he kept getting rejected, but he could have sulked about the rejections and been all sad and negative and down and out and just stopped and didn't keep going and let that limit him, right? But he didn't. He kept going and he created something that they needed from him, right? God had a different assignment for him, right? And he accepted the assignment by staying present in gratitude, not getting bitter about what he wanted, okay? The jobs at the companies that rejected Acton would have paid far less than he made off WhatsApp. Instead of fixating on the rejections and adopting a poverty mentality, he just waited gratefully to see what might be in store for him. Don't judge the moment. As soon as you label something as bad, your mind starts to believe it. Instead, be grateful for setbacks. Allow the journey of life to progress at its own pace and in its own roundabout way. The universe may have other plans in store for you. What did I just say, y'all? Right? The universe may have other plans in store for you. There's a story about a monk who carried water from a well into 2 buckets, one of which had holes in it. He did this every day without repairing the bucket. One day, a passerby asked him why he continued to carry the leaky bucket. The monk pointed out that the side of the path where he carried the full bucket was barren. But on the other side of the path where the bucket had leaked, beautiful wildflowers had flourished. My imperfection has brought beauty to those around me, he said. That's so nice. My imperfection has brought beauty to those around me, he said. Helen Keller, who became deaf and blind as a toddler after an unidentified illness, wrote, "When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us." Right? Don't be that person that's standing there looking in your rear view instead of looking forward, right? You focused on what happened behind you, what you leaving behind, what you growing from. You got to leave the old you there and evolve into the new you. When something doesn't go your way, say to yourself, there's more for me out there. That's all. You don't have to think, I'm so grateful I lost my job. When you say, this is what I wanted, this was the only answer, all the energy goes to this. When you say, this didn't work out, but there's more out there, the energy shifts to a future full of possibility. The more open you are to possible outcomes, the more you can make gratitude a go-to response. Brother David Steindl-Rast says, people usually think that gratitude is saying thank you, as if this were the most important aspect of it. The most important aspect of the practice of grateful living is trust in life. To live that way is what I call grateful living, because then you receive every moment as a gift. This is when you stop long enough to ask yourself, what's the opportunity in this moment? You look for it and then take advantage of that opportunity. It's as simple as that. If your boss gives you feedback you don't agree with, pause before reacting. Take a moment to think, what can I learn from this moment? Bye, Jazz. Then look for gratitude. Maybe you can be grateful that your boss is trying to help you improve, or grateful that your boss has given you another reason to leave this job. No. If you run to catch a bus and you succeed, you will ordinarily feel momentary relief. Come here, baby. Bring my baby here. Then go back to your day. Sorry, y'all. These kids is waking up. Come on, baby. Come here. You feel better? Okay, come here. He was coughing a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he was. Sorry, y'all. Don't look at my baby face, y'all. Don't look at my baby face. Okay. We about to be finished anyway. Bye. No, not yet. To help you improve, or grateful that your boss has given you another reason to leave this job. Bye-bye. If you run to catch a bus and you succeed, you will ordinarily feel momentary relief, then go back to your day. Instead, stop. Take a moment to remember what it felt like when you thought you were going to miss it. Use this memory to appreciate your good fortune. And if you miss the bus, you will have a moment to reflect. So use it to put the situation in perspective. Another bus is coming. You weren't hit by a car. It could have been a lot worse. After celebrating the wins and mourning the losses, we deliberately look at either situation with perspective, accept it gratefully and humbly, and move forward. Okay. So I'm actually going to stop it right here, you guys, on page 214, expressing gratitude. I'm going to stop it right here and we'll pick up from there. As you can see, I'm getting bombarded. My baby is awake and I have to meet my mom at her doctor's appointment at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for that. Hey, babe, welcome. Finally. Welcome. So we gonna end it right there. But yes, if you took value from that read, drop me a 111 in the chat. If you took value from the gratitude reading today, drop a 111 in the chat. I feel like a lot of that we already do. We already know. We already expressing gratitude on a day-to-day basis. So another thing that I will say, like at the end, the last part that we just read, how he was putting things in perspective. You didn't miss this. You didn't get hit by a car. That has been reoccurring for me a lot lately. Like I've been having to, okay, the law of relativity, keep things in the proper perspective, right? Even everything might not be all good in the ways that you want it to be. Thank you, babe. Everything might not be all good in the ways that you want it to be or the way you see it to be, but you have to think it's people who have way less than we have, right? It's people who don't have cell phones to jump on or computers to jump on to listen to a reading, right? It's people who don't have food, who not waking up to refrigerators that's full of food. It's people who not waking up to beautiful children who are happy and, you know what I'm saying, healthy and peaceful. So everything has to be put in the proper perspective. Everything is something to be grateful for in every situation, at every angle, and every turn of the day, right? Say, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you. So that's it, you guys. We're going to end it right here. Yes, Queen. Have a great day. Thank y'all so much. I will see y'all in the morning. I am your sister in love. I am your sister in light. Protect y'all energy today. Protect y'all peace today. Don't let the energy vampire steal your energy or drain you of your good ass energy today. Be kind. It's August 2nd, y'all. Like literally, it is a new month. You can set some new goals. If you haven't set no goals, you can set some weekly goals. You can set some new monthly goals. You can do everything that you want to do. Okay. So that's it. I'll see y'all in the morning. Have a great day. Hello. So I'm going to end